Hey, it's Kim here and welcome back to The First Tree, where we are playing along as a fox who has just discovered one of their kits dead in the snow, but we are also hearing in a voiceover about some guy, we don't know his name yet, and about his life and sort of the tenuous relationship with his father. Oh, that's right, we left off in a pretty forest and I've had a muck around with the camera, so now I am inverting correctly, which I appreciate. It's a very pretty forest. I was in a forest today too, actually, when life imitates art. And I really liked it because one big thing I like is actually how quiet it is, like this, where it's nothing and you can't hear footsteps even, like it's that silent, and where we were there was no signal or anything like that, so that was really cool. It was nice to be out for a couple hours with nothing. Where do we think we're going in here? I like the purple brush. I like these ones, they're pretty. I hope we find out other babies too, actually. Because I only found the one. Oh, music's back. Oops, I gotta remember to double jump. I'm not very good at that. Oh well. Oh, something over here. Is that his sketchbook? He became an architect. See, I knew when they were talking lumberjacks, I knew it was a joke. Because aren't they actually technically called arborists? But I thought maybe carpenter or something like that, furniture maker. Oh, I've also remembered to turn on subtitles, so that'll be useful. And I'm hoping I messed with my screen resolution, hopefully we'll be okay there too.
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused. I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk.
Cigarettes.
And I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them
Oh my
and
God.
haunted the woods afterwards. What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real. Growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts like living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
That's a nice, comforting thought though. I can understand taking comfort in that. And personally, I believe in ghosts and spirits or whatever, but I don't know, I think it's whatever helps you get through the day, really. All I'm thinking while I'm playing this is nothing smart. I'm just thinking pretty. And I don't know what it is, like it's such a simple art style, everything's so flat, but it just sort of pops as well.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage, and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me.
Oh, that's why there
I
was a
still
knife.
called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent.
Wait, his name?
I told him how much I loved sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning.
That's so sweet.
I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
Oh, that's lovely. I've done a 180 because I'm guessing we're going to see his name on the tree. See, I thought it was going to be a bit murdery. Joseph! There we go. That's what his name is. I'm guessing he actually went and studied and became an architect, which is really nice. And I like that the narrative is that his dad supported him. You know, he was seeing a lot of neglect, I guess, from his own side, and then having his eyes opened, I guess, to the fact that his dad does love him is
My dad
really
built
nice.
a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into
I
bird
see.
watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes.
I love
We kept an
watching
old
birds.
mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
That sounds fine and all, but it also seemed like you guys needed to work in your communication. It's interesting that it's sort of a father-son relationship as something where there's a fair bit of misunderstanding, because I think that is a very common, I'm going to say trope, but it seems like a common situation, I guess, that men don't communicate, whether that's a learnt behaviour or whatever. I'm not the person to be analysing into that, but yeah, I like the idea that, you know, open pathways of communication and support and all that sort of thing. I think that sort of relationship should be encouraged. Oh, we're going to go up the path that we can actually walk up. Wow, so pretty. Star, star, star. Dig.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on, just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes, the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. But then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
I think everyone feels that way when you visit your childhood home again. Oh my god! I remember having screens that big. My monitor was that big. And I'm the one who had the newest computer when I was a kid, so I could play The Sims. There was one of these stones near the name tree, and it's humming, but I don't know quite what to do with it. Oh, I've done something now. I made the stone glow. Now I've got one. So let's go back to the name tree then. Oh, got another one. Do you think those tree branches are going to move when I get the last one? Just gotta find it now. Ooh, creepy part of the forest. Been wandering around for a fair while. It's kind of sad that I'm going to cut 80% of the gameplay because it's me just walking and not actually saying anything. Ah, I missed the double. Oh well. But it's just so calm. Zzz, I did a lot of zzz then. It's calm and it relaxes me and it gives me similar vibes to XO1, which I've spoken about a few times I think on this channel. And that is a game that I'm so excited for. But it's just, I don't know, I think it's just because you're just wandering. I think that's what it is. And you've got nothing pressuring you. You can just go where you want to go, see what you want to see, and the soundtrack is nice when it comes on, when it actually comes into play. And it's just, I don't know what it is about games that do that, but it's definitely something that I appreciate and I need in my life. Getting some humming. Must be one of those stones nearby. Oh, hello, there you are. I nearly landed on it. That would have been sweet if I did. This is the last one. There we go. Now, does that sound like some branches moving to you? Oh, look at that. The trees have cleared. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's lower. It's lower. We're saying it's lower. We're going to just jump up and get these little... Can we get them? Can we do that? Oh, this is like the jumping challenges in Guild Wars 2. Where we're now stuck. Come on, little foxy. Wait. Yay. Oh, walking towards... What is that?
The perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed. Like nothing was wrong.
You killed my babies.
My dad is dead. And he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry. For everything.
I'm hit with two sad things right now. 3 things. His dad is dead. He obviously feels like he didn't reconcile something with him. They can't have kids. They think they can't have kids, which they may want. I've got another dead baby, and it was a wolf looking really evil, and I'm upset. Just I was talking about, oh, I'm relaxed. Let's go get it. Oh god, it is huge. Where is it running away to? Hey! I'm gonna pause for thumbnail. It just killed my babies. It's not like it ate them or something like that. Like, it wasn't hungry, it just killed them. Like, I'm conflicted. Because I like wolves too. I'm running sideways. Which is slightly affecting how sad I feel. I just... God, the music's getting to me as well. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. This is what happened last time I played one of their games. It's the music. Very emotional. God, look at what we're walking towards. This is just incredible. I don't know, like, am I feeling a bit of hope now in this music? We're definitely going on a long journey though, aren't we? Letters. Letters that we sent to whom? He's going to bed. That's it. That's the end of the chapter. That one was tough emotionally. I'm really enjoying how the story is developing for both of our main characters. Are they dual main characters? I'm looking forward to the conclusion of the game. I feel like that might be happening in the next video. I feel like it's wrapping up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and all that good stuff. Leave me a comment about dreams you had as a kid that you may or may not have realised. He spoke about architecture and seems to have moved into that. For me, I wanted to be a Spice Girl. Didn't happen. Changed to being a graphic designer some way through high school and did happen. So, you know, it works sometimes. If you want to hang out some more, hit subscribe and I will see you soon. Bye.